Amid the uproar over the news of Jungkook's return from military service that millions of fans around the world have been waiting for, an unexpected event breaks out and leaves the K-pop world wide in suspense. An amateur video that went viral on social media shows something never imagined happening to one of the most influential icons of the fourth-generation Hallyu wave. Yes, right at the international airport, which is usually a silent witness to the festive welcome of the faithful army waiting for his idol, Jungkook was actually seen banned by a number of authority officers. His normally cheerful face looked tense, his eyes shining with confusion mixed with restrained emotion. Something's wrong. Something's off. And the army? It didn't take long for the hashtag Jungkook sequel to immediately skyrocket to the top of the world's trending. What exactly happened? Why is it that Jungkook, the golden magne beloved by millions, can be publicly banned without explanation? Is this just a common misconception? Or is there a huge conspiracy that is trying to shake the foundations of its popularity? Not a few are beginning to speculate that this incident is not solely a security procedural action. Too many coincidences. Too many signals that seem to give clues that something is being hidden. And the most surprising, for the first time in his career history, Jungkook is seen not getting the proper protection from the management team or the relevant authorities, second by second. Video footage showed Jungkook being stopped in the airport's diplomatic lane. An officer approached while showing a piece of document that was not clearly visible. Jungkook looked around, looking like he was looking for someone. Is he looking for his manager? Or is he waiting for clarification from the people who are supposed to guarantee a smooth departure? In the video, several people dressed in formal clothes form a barricade not far from the security post. Their gestures are very formal, even seem stiff. Some netizens who analyzed the video frame by frame speculated that they were not just ordinary airport officials. There is something bigger behind those serious faces. Furthermore, an internal source who did not want to be named revealed that this incident was not a sudden incident. There is an order from above, said the source, not just ordinary prevention. They know who he is. They know their influence. But they still decided to ban it. And that's not possible without a very compelling reason. Or very political. That last sentence ignited new, much more egregious speculation. Is Jungkook the target of politicization in South Korea's hitherto secretive entertainment industry conflict? This speculation was further strengthened when the X account, formerly Twitter, of one of HYB's former employees indirectly retweeted the news with the caption, "I've told you." Jungkook is no longer as protected as he used to be. The sentence made the army re-explore the strange events that occurred over the past few months. This includes Jungkook's change in attitude, HYB's absence from staff at some of his small events, and rumors that he is under tremendous internal pressure. If true, then what is happening at the airport is just the surface of a huge storm that will soon come. It didn't take long. Korean media began dropping shocking headlines. One Korean-language tabloid even reported that the ban was due to administrative issues with Jungkook's travel data. But the army cannot take that excuse for granted. Jungkook is no ordinary citizen. Every move must go through strict procedures and checks, especially when it comes to international airports. Make sense? No. And more people feel like they're trying to cover something up. What makes this wound deeper is how the reaction of the HYB staff, who actually look very passive. There was no official statement, no direct clarification, and no apology. In fact, the last social media post from the agency's official account only contained old merchandise promotions, as if nothing had happened. The army was furious. Disappointed comments flooded the post. Some die-hard fans have even suggested that it's time Jungkook quit the system that no longer protects him. If your idol can't even be guaranteed safety at the airport, then the system is a complete failure, wrote one of Jungkook's big fanbase accounts. More astonishingly, within 24 hours of the incident, one of the Japanese television stations leaked that Jungkook's blocking incident was related to an ongoing investigation by international agencies related to promotional activities carried out by Korean idols in Southeast Asian countries. Sounds ridiculous? But given that Jungkook is the international face of several major overseas campaigns, especially in areas under diplomatic scrutiny, it's not strange that he's been dragged into a vortex larger than his own. Not because of his fault, but because of the influence of his name is so great. Army was made not only shock, but also anxiety, anger, and frustration. In various forums, they demand clarity. But more than that, they demand justice. Because for them, Jungkook is not just an idol. He is part of a large family. And the family, should not be left alone when the storm comes to shake. Is this the beginning of a superstar's downfall? Or is it a turning point in the struggle of a young boy who just wants to sing, dance, and make the world smile, but has to face the harsh reality of a system too big to resist? How did Jungkook feel at the time? Is he angry? Scared? Confused? Are you too tired to feel anything? One thing is for sure, in such an emotional and suffocating moment, the look in his eyes that was caught on camera spoke louder than 1,000 words. He's innocent, but he had to endure it all alone. And for ARMY, one thing has now become clear. They don't just have to love Jungkook as an idol. They must be ready to protect him as a human being. An hour after the incident, the world came to a complete standstill. Hashtag after hashtag continues to climb to the top. Fans from different parts of the world started a massive online action. The petition change.org created in just minutes with the request that the HYBE and airport authorities provide clarifications in a transparent manner. Thousands of signatures come in every hour. And ironically, until this news began to spread throughout the international media, the only people who had a say were the fans. ARMY's deep shock was actually not just because Jungkook was banned, but because of how silent the people who were supposed to be were. There was no official statement from HYBE, no clarification from the airport authorities, not even a single BTS colleague voiced on social media. Are they forbidden to speak? Or are they under the same pressure? Then the rumors went wild. One of the Korean entertainment industry observer accounts known for often leaking the bitter truth behind the glittering world of K-pop wrote one sentence on his X account: "Jungkook is too honest. And the system does not like honest people." The sentence was immediately struck by netizens with all forms of interpretation. Is this related to Jungkook's statement some time ago stating his desire to live more freely, choose his own projects, and manage his time without pressure? Did his decision to turn down some big post-enlistment offers leave powerful people backstage feeling annoyed? More than once, Jungkook has hinted at his discomfort with the industry. In one of his previous interviews, he said, "The statement that was initially considered an honest expression now feels like a cry for help that was never cared for." And when he finally experienced an event of this magnitude in public, unprotected, without a voice of defense, many in the ARMY felt it was proof that the industry had left Jungkook to fend for himself. One of the biggest fan sites from Korea even took down their exclusive documentation, footage taken secretly from different corners of the airport. In the 45-second video, it is clear that someone from the security forces whispered something to Jungkook. Jungkook's previously tense face suddenly changed. It's like losing words. And after that, he just lowered his head, his left hand clenched into a strong fist, as if trying to hold something back. Crying? Angry? Trauma?